unfortunately, some not cool stuff happened. So, technically, this should be the fourth episode. Third episode, toward the end of the episode, after we got through trade line and draft, our game crashed. So, I had to re-go through it, tried to get the trades. I did the same trades, and yeah, I did the same trades and same draft pieces. So I'll show you guys who we got. We got Tim Hints from the St. Louis Cardinals, and who they received was Steven Wilson, having a dominant season. Max Sassy, they needed a backup catcher, and Tanner Banks. That's who they got. Here we go. And then also made a trade with Chicago where we received Dylan Horn, Michael Rice, and where is he? I don't know why he's not showing up, but Michael Bush as well. We got Michael Bush. And who they got in return was Chapel, second base, Matthew Thompson. That's from a separate trade. They got him, a solid, starting pitching prospect. John Burbia, they needed bullpen help. And I think that was it. I think that's all. The trade we made. No, we didn't do that. We did a trade with Cleveland. Yes. Where we got Taylor Stephen. Wasn't having the best season for them, so we thought, oh, why not pick him up? And who we traded for him was a trade they actually offered us, which was for Brad Keller. Straight up. That's what happened. And then we also had the draft. We had the 5th overall pick. I say we drafted the next Soto because we drafted the next Soto. Roger Francis, 82 overall, 18 years old. Only 5'7". He's from Illinois too, so he's playing for his team. He can play third base and second. Our third base problem is not a problem anymore. Then we got Francis, Roger Francis and Francis. Gonna take a long time to develop, but he's there. Got another third base prospect in Cosmo, more of a contact hitter, and some roster fillers. Nothing too special, but the fact that we got Roger Francis and we were the 5th overall pick is insane. But we still got a little bit left to go in the season, and I will show you the team after the trade deadline now. This is what the pitching's looking like. There's 7 in the bullpen. We called up Tim Hill, Matt Foster. We signed Kopech to an extension. We did make a trade with the Blue Jays. I forgot to show that. Yes, we got to make a trade with the Blue Jays for Genesis Cabrera. And who they got in return is Carlos Perez, Mike Moustakas. It's actually a trade they offered us. Genesis wasn't even in their major league. He was in the minors. So, yeah. And then our starting lineup looks the same, except we extended Soroka for 2 years. 12 mil. I figured that's a good deal, 6 mil a year, and if you can keep putting numbers up like this, I think that's money well spent. Bench hasn't changed, as you can see. Starting lineup, Andrew Bennett hitting leadoff. Right now we got Michael Bush hitting the 2-hole. This is that generational prospect. He can really play anywhere. He can play all across the infield, so he's going to be that platoon, bench bat, hopefully with some pop. Andrew Vaughn playing a little bit better. Batting 3-hole. Eloy. He's been the best player on our team. Luis still struggling. Gavin Sheets there. David Flesher. Paul DeYoung. And catching, since we traded our catcher, we have Corey Lee finishing the year at catcher. We called him up. So yeah, that's what happened while you guys were gone. I want to play the Giants. They're in a very interesting spot. Probably play like 2 more games this season, give or take. Because there's not really anything to wait for, really. Play any of these. Do we want to do another crochet start? Woodford or Soroka? Let's do the Soroka start. We'll go. We've been actually playing pretty well this month. Already at 8 wins. Not bad. Looking at extensions, he was someone I thought about extending. I'm gonna wait because he just became a starter and we don't know if he's gonna continue like this as a starter, and he wants big boy money, which is understandable. Vaughn, you know, that's someone we could extend. But other than that, there's not really many people I want to extend. I extended everyone I wanted to extend already. No. Look at the budget. Soroka and Kopech. And Kopech does have a team option on the 3rd year. Only people I wanted to extend. So, yeah, but let's get into this game. And a beautiful Giants field. I love their field. I think their field is gorgeous. Yusor Bear looks like he's playing a bit better. Almost got his batting average up to 250. 23 home runs already. Most home runs on the team, if I'm right. Yeah. This team is how do I say it nicely? Very sad. But we're better than the Giants.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the San Francisco Giants. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Jordan Hicks.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his...
As a Cardinals fan, I know a lot about Jordan Hicks, and he sent him a pretty nice contract, and to see him doing this bad.
Off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches.
Ooh.
So we'll see how he does it in this one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not the best swing from Benintendi there.
And he deals. Not even close there.
Relax, so
and the count
really
is 2-2.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
The pitch. And it's down on strikes. And there's one down.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And the pitch. The punch out there.
Strikes him out.
Now 2 out.
Back strikeouts.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
2 out, space is empty. And that one fouled off. Almost got
Hits
him.
him there. Whoa. Three, 2 count.
2 outs. Swing and a ball
Gets a
popped
nice
up.
pitch, but he's just behind it.
Makes the play, and
White
it's
Sox
out number 3.
not able to make anything happen here. In the
Down in
first.
order go the White Sox. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Getting the nod on the mound, Mike Soroka. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
In the last episode, which is unfortunately not going to be aired.
Ground ball up the middle, gone.
We actually did a play lot as Soroka.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Patrick Bailey.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Howard, Brett, and Maurice O'Leary up to that.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Giant.
Beautiful pitch.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy Jimenez.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Oh, OPS finally above 800. That's what you want to see.
That misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Renee's wondering where it is. Second on the White Sox in OPS.
Kicks and fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Bruce Robert had a very slow
Here
start
comes a
to the
pitch.
season. It's nice to see him.
That one just misses.
Strike.
3-2 now.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Back to work. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
Walks him.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And now here is Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets gets
in
a
the air,
good swing
out
onto
towards
that.
left center. Conforto flashes the leather on the running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a
Dominic
high
Fletcher
fly
gets
ball.
a good
Well
swing on
struck
that
right
sinker
field.
deep into
That's
right
back
field.
there.
It's going.
And
Gone! Dominic Fletcher with a 2-run
He'll
home
touch
run
them
in
all.
the top of
His
the
12th
second.
of the season. It's 2-0.
Almost 400 feet.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Beautiful swing.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home.
White Sox do get on the board.
Back here at Oracle Park. So here's Wade now.
The designated hitter. Warm up. Wade.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Hit there.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just showing it through the infield.
Back to singles in a row. They
They're
load the
happy to play
bases.
station to station right here. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And here is Matt Chapman. The 1-1. Fought off foul.
You need a strikeout. You need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The White Sox leading by 2 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Here's a high fly ball out to center.
Probably the best one in the outfield. And he's going to be smart and not test that.
Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. Fouled off. He was late.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
That one the other way. One run is in. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores.
They tie the game. Young barely not able
Next
to
for
get
San
to it.
Francisco, David Villar. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 on, 1 out. Swing
Pops
and
it
a
up.
pop
That's a clutch shot.
He's under it. Brings it in. 2-way down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And righty deals.
That's right down the middle.
And
Lucky he
stays
didn't
alive.
take that yard.
Conforto
Zucker already at
at
50
second.
pitches.
Bailey at first. 2 out of the inning. Bounce to the right side. Tosses to first.
Able to
They
get out
limit
of
the
it with
damage here.
limited damage, but they still do tie the game
And we're
up.
back.
Leading
And
off
now,
with
Corey Lee.
The catcher.
It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Next offering is in for a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swings at that sweeping curve. All Jordan's his pigs are
Righty
curves.
delivers. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Think about Jordan.
Andrew Benintendi
his
steps
stuff's
up.
nasty. He just lacks location.
And another ball.
That's been his problem most of his career is getting controlling location.
The other way.
But he takes
That's a
out the way
base hit.
for one
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Outside pitch. Not the best pitch to swing at, but he makes it work.
Now that.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ground ball could
That's
be
a
2.
sinker.
Off balance feed, there's
Be
1.
a
Not in time at first.
Not a double
It's a
play.
fielder's choice.
I can
Though
just
Chris,
say
through
when
the
to run
early
it out.
stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next one misses. 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a ball popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
This inning.
Set for the bottom of the third. And here is Austin Slater. Just off the inside edge. One fouled off. 2-2. The wind of the pitch. He goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And a pitch.
Right back to the change.
Got him.
Swings at it.
And there is another strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Tied up here in the early going. Swing
Strikes
and a
out the
miss.
side.
Him out. And good work there as he gets.
After having that rough
Back
second
here in San Francisco, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's going to be Eloy Jimenez.
Still have a good day on the
And a 2-1 on the way.
That's the ball.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push
with
a couple of
umpire,
runs
that
across the
probably
score as well. Still relatively early,
could have
but
been a
with
ball.
a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
It's a leadoff
second walk
walk,
of the game for the White Sox.
and that's the go-ahead run.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Wouldn't chase that time. Jimenez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And another ball.
Calling this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And he walked him.
Back-to-back walks.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, no outs. So up next for Chicago, Gavin Sheets. The 1-1.
He goes all the way for a single to load the
They won't
bases.
test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, a swing like that can help
White
you
Sox
come out
have
of this
something
struggle.
going
We
here.
saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Dominic Fletcher
All
hit a
he's trying to do at this
two-run home
point
run
is
in
help
his
his
last
team
at-bat.
win.
And now, Dominic Fletcher. Swing and a slow roll. There's
He
one.
grounds it out.
Safe at first.
It's
They won't
not a
get
double
ball,
play,
but
and that's
the
going to go
runner comes
out
in
of
from
play.
third.
Well,
He gets
some
one
errors
RBI and
were
then
way
one
more
scores
than
on the
others,
air.
right? I mean, 2 runs come in right there, so definitely a
White
tough
Sox
one to
take the
get
lead
over.
here.
And that could have been a very different result if they make the play cleanly.
And that's in for a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Howard getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin.
In yellow energy.
And at second. Hot shot to third.
All right.
Tosses across the first. 2 gone now. Here's Corey Lee. Line drive. Brings it in for the third out.
The White Sox
The 2 runs.
Score 2, one on
Bottom
an air,
four.
one on
Here
a
comes
ground
Mike
ball.
Yastrzemski to the plate.
The center fielder.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, after scoring
One ball.
runs, this is
I
where you
did
look
not
at
know
fresh.
that. Yeah, I did not know that.
Shut down inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 3. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter.
And he can't make the play.
Not able to make the catch. Can he make the throw? Not able to make the throw. That's going to be an infield here. Yep.
And digging in for San Francisco, David VR. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0.
He strikes
That's
him
strike
out.
3 and the third out. So
Beautiful.
we take a break. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Spencer Howard. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Now pitching towards the number 47, Spencer Howard.
Okay, I thought he was from the Phillies. He got traded to the Yankees. I guess the Yankees maybe traded him to San Francisco. I knew that name was like the Phillies player. Fastball cutter, 12-6 circle.
Swings through that one above the zone.
A high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
That one misses.
His off
2 balls,
speed
2
is
strikes.
12-6 especially. Ooh,
Benintendi tries to check his swing.
Like
now a look to third. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call.
3-2 count.
Right-hander kick steals.
Liner.
Liner,
That
base hit.
fastball for a leadoff single.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's going to be Michael Busch.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third.
Going for third.
And the
That's
throws
first and
offline,
third.
safe at third.
No outs for the White Sox, and that brings up the core.
Andrew Vaughn now.
First hit we've seen from Michael
And a
Busch.
1-1. Right through there for a strike.
What do you do with that pitch? Like, what do you do
Benintendi
with that?
on third. Busch at first with no outs. Leaves a defender for the strikeout.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
2 on, 1 out. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a situation where you have to go after this hitter at the plate. You don't want to deal with the guy on deck, especially with a runner on.
Luis Robert in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Luis Robert now.
2 plate appearances, 2 walks. Let's see what he can do here.
Right-handed reliever. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The White Sox trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, right field. Sizes this one up. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Tyro Estrada. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Grabs it on the run. One away. Austin Slater stands in. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself, and that quickly, 2 away. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
I
Lets
did
the defense work behind him
change
with
the
another ground
position
ball.
of some players.
Execution.
And I'm not having them play at the position they're listed for.
He swings and fouls
I
one
changed
off.
Gavin Sheets to a first baseman because that's where
Two
we're having him
outs.
play, and I changed Aging on to a secondary.
And now it's filled up.
And that I don't think we really changed any more. I struck 105th pitch of the game.
Up the middle, DeYoung.
That's 5 solid innings. 5 innings, 2
Gets
runs.
it to first.
I think that's
3
a
up,
solid
3
start
down,
for
inning
sure.
over.
Something you're gonna take.
Back here at Oracle Park, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Gavin Sheets.
Sheets up, put a single in his last at bat. 1 for 2 on the day.
That
Ball
one
three.
missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And now it's filled up.
Goes back on the 12-6 third. That third, I think he may have thought it was gonna fall.
Goes down looking.
Ooh.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on
That
the inside
pitch could go
corner
either
for that
way.
backwards K right there.
Not
I
a
think the
terrible
hitter
take,
saw it all
but
the
a great
way
pitch.
coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
At the plate, Dominic Fletcher. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
1 for 2 in the day. Front of the circle changed. Once again, Spencer Howard, his off speed's slow, man.
Swing and a miss, struck
Swings
him
over that
out.
12-6 third.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's even up. And that's in the dirt.
At this point, probably learned something new because he were off. 41 pitches for Spencer Howard here.
And here it comes. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Kicks and deals. On the ground. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Corey Lee getting ready to hit.
2-2 count. Lee up to the bat.
Good job to fight that one off. DeYoung off of first with 2 away.
White Sox once again, even with Spencer Howard doing great at working the count, making him throw a lot of pitches.
Puts it in the air out towards left center.
Not able to
Conforto pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Genesis Cabrera.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And the pitch.
Pretty obvious to go to.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Left-hand batter waits. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. At the belt and fires. Fights it off, he'll see another. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Upstairs.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd is starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Mikey swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. Found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And he did some highlights second.
Kind of a tough lead base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position. If it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there,
well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out.
Scoreless 6.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
2 singles, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
2 strikes.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Like Summer and Silas just makes it really hard to see the pitch.
Good eye right there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Tosses to first. That's the 1st out at the top of the 7th.
Taylor Rogers also.
Michael Bush now at the plate.
Successful one in the career. Michael Bush goes the other way for the second
base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite.
Estrada tags the runner.
Not a double play. Maybe if he hustled a little more.
Eloy Jimenez now.
For sure.
The pitch. That one misses. And it's 2-1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Taylor Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Misses off the plate. 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And ball 4 to a board.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball. Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
2 on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Slider misses outside.
Bears been having really good at bats so far this game. You already know.
And swinging. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Patrick Bailey. It's a 1-1.
Well, these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swing.
This one swung out and hit well. Way back there.
And that's gone. That's one the day.
And just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but
Michael Kopech gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
Almost the same pitch selection as the 26 players. The difference is the
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Oh, contact with that one. Ooh, and that's right down the middle, and that's going deep into left field. Looks like that's going to be a one-out double for the San Francisco Giants.
As the tying run is forced to stop at second. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Strikes in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And up next for the Giants, Jorge Soler.
This is a man you want to be careful with. He has so much
he
power.
knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
With the tying run at second, you're the bottom of the 7th. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like
that's
this.
Right down the middle.
The team
lucky he gets on top
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Giants
1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Welcome back, and a new arm of the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
It's been nasty.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next offering is down low.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Yeah, we got Gavin Sheets, and then after him, Dominic Fletcher. Both lefties.
And that one is in the dirt. 3-2 now.
But he's going to do what he can.
Hard hit left side. Toss to Slater, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ripped to short, jumps, throws, nicely done for the out.
Well, they got Chapman at short. Well, that was a really good throw from Chapman.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. 2 outs. High fly ball out to center field. Under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. The 1-1. And another ball.
1 strike.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That's right.
Stays alive. And that one almost hit him
there. That's right there. And it trickles the alley. Luckily, Fletcher's fast and he makes it catch. What a catch.
This can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And here is Michael Conforto. Out to short, DeYoung. Whips it across. That's out number 2.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
2-2 now.
That's close.
And that one missing low. Back to the mound. It hit him.
That hits him.
Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. 2 outs, runner at first. Patrick Bailey, the next Giants hitter, downstairs, and it misses ball 4. So first and second with 2 outs. And now Trevor Steppen on a pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That's down and in. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
That was right down the middle.
The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up.
They're going to tie it.
Coming home.
Blue
He comes across to score. The Giants tie
Bottom
it.
of
It's 4-4.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning. But the RBI single pushes.
Just something light that happened.
We go to the 9th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Corey Lee. And the count 1-2.
The White Sox getting anything going here in the 9th.
Ground ball up the middle.
Up the middle. That's a leadoff single. That's a good way to start.
So now back to the top of the order.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the 9th.
Something in the gap could score him.
That one misses. 3-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Michael Busch up next for the White Sox. 4-4 in the 9th. Swing and a miss. Off balance that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3-2 now. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Michael Busch steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Outside, and that is ball 4. Tristan Beck comes on now.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Come big, come through big here in the 9th. 0 for 4 in the day.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Tied at 4. And this is inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little.
Strikes him out on the chainsaw.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this whole crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious
What's his hit per nine?
of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he deals. And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove.
Everyone's gonna
He
be
doesn't
safe.
have a play, and they come away without an out.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Now that sets up a huge
Robert.
impact in this ball game.
And now it's Luis
2
Robert.
outs. Bases loaded. Top of the 9th, tied game.
And delivers outside.
Ball 2. 0 for 2 on the day with 2 walks.
In the
And
air
he
to left
hits
center.
it.
Conforto on his way over. He's got it. And that
The
is
White
out number
Sox
3.
unable to get anything going.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And digging in for San Francisco, Austin Slater. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Swing
Strikes
and
him
a
out.
miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Jorge Soler, the next Giant to hit. Here's a high chopper to Young. In plenty of time to first, and that quickly, 2 away. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine.
He strikes
That
him
doesn't
out.
mean
This
it's
game
always
is
gonna be
going
smooth.
to
She delivered
extra
a good
innings.
play right there.
Back here at San Francisco. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Up to bat.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one to first.
Productive
Slater.
out. He
And he
moved him up
teased
to
himself for the
third
out.
base. So not what we wanted,
Not
but
a bad
productive
outcome in
out.
that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first
1-2
and
count.
prevent that run from scoring.
And a ball evens the count.
Just trying to put it into the air to get that fly out.
And that's downstairs and
Able to
outside.
hold back. 3-2 count. This is probably one of the biggest pitches of the game.
To the right
And
side.
to the first baseman on
He
ball
takes it on his
4.
own. 2 in a row set down to start
Now
the
it's going
10th.
to take a
No, he didn't
base
recognize
hit.
change up earlier enough, got out in front a little
Bring
bit,
that in.
rolled over on it, and beat
Paul
it into the
DeYoung
ground.
out 0 for 3 on the day.
Paul DeYoung steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one not close. And the count 2-1. Now it's Belton.
And Paul
Deep
DeYoung
to left.
crushes
Way
that
out
pitch
of
deep
here.
into left field
Run.
to take a 2-run lead in the top of the 10th. What a swing from Paul DeYoung on a
gigantic
hanging
blast.
changeup.
And they add a pair. It's 6-4. These fans are just heartbroken right now.
Just an excellent swing all the way around. And
Number 74 takes over on the mound.
pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one.
This is a real person. It is. Had a good season last year in real life. 61 inning, 3.23.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs. Line
That's
drive, base
another
hit.
single for Corey Lee, making him 2 for 5 on the day.
And that turns the lineup over.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Benintendi to the plate. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 for 5 on the game. 2
Lee
singles.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
With 6 times through the lineup here.
Out to short. Chapman sends it to first.
The White Sox
And that's
do
the
take a
third
2-1
out.
lead here in the top of the 10th.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Joe Barlow. And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Sets up the double play.
Can absolutely kill
the
your
positive.
momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
That is
1
not
ball.
being
With
let
the
that
winning run at the plate. And we're in the last half of the 10th.
He strikes him
Waits
out.
at the
Plus
bender for the
strikeout. Double
strikeout.
play would
Well,
end
that's a
the game.
curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why.
That's
Lined into right. Base hit into the outfield. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey.
Guys, it's been him this game.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's a ball.
And that skips into dirt.
He's been him this game.
In the air, right side. As this one sized up. Drops into the glove.
And he's
Runner
coming
tags for
home.
home.
And a dime of
The
throw from
tag,
Freshman.
and
The
that's
game
the
is
ball game.
over.
This is a
White Sox
huge
taking
win
an
to
extra
discourage
inning.
the road before heading back
This is
home.
a good game from the White Sox, man.
Feeling good about yourself.
They kept
got some
fighting
good
and
moments.
fighting, and they made it happen, you know. 10 hits total, which is kind of low, feels like. But, you know, they did what they could. They did what they could. Gotta appreciate that. We are going to sim the rest of this month before we get into another game. Now here in September, we are able to call some people up. And we're going to call up Colson Montgomery. See how he does here in September. I want to say we'll start him as the starting shortstop next season, but I just don't know. In AAA in 100 games, though, he's dominated. 400 on base, 500 slugging, 912 OPS, 300 average, 17 home runs, 50 RBIs. You know, that's what you want to see from one of your top, if not top prospect. And it's crazy because he's our 4th highest ranked player, and he's only a 75 overall. Looking at pitching, we could call up Drew. Could. He's had a very solid year. Not calling up Bershman. Call up Nick. He's had a solid year. Noah hasn't had the best year. Tink did play 5 innings for the Cardinals before we traded for him. In 5 innings, he did only let up 1 run with a 1.8 ERA. So he's been good. In AAA, he's also been good. I think we're probably going to call up Drew. He deserves it. 161 innings, 2.35 ERA, 162 strikeouts. You know, he deserves this chance. Throw him in the starting lineup so he can get some starts. What would be fun? Padres, Angels. Play the Angels for our last series of the game. PPLS Prospect Permission Incentive 24 season. People who count as prospects who are in the majors, or they should be in the majors. I don't know. Top prospects season smalls.
Chris Montgomery, 10 games, been struggling a little bit, but that's okay. It's okay. That is okay. By organization, Colson Montgomery's number 1. It looks like Jacob Gonzalez potential went back down. Did go up to an A. A lot of 3 of our top 5 are pitchers. Injured list. Brett Phillips. So no one important, I take it. Well, I want to play a game with Drew. We'll get to play against Angels next time they play. So I'll play that one. Reese Robert out for the rest of the season. He hates that broken forearm. Luckily, the season's almost over. So let's see how I did on the season. So he picked it up a lot in retrospective, but not necessarily the kind of season you want. I mean, still Reese Robert things, I guess you could say. Progression was made, fielding went up, vision, discipline went by 8. If it keeps going up by 8, he's gonna be unstoppable. His clutch went up by 3. We really want his clutch. If it can get in the mid 60s, low 70s, that would be amazing. His power went up, his contact went up. So altogether, he had a solid season. He just walks a little and strikeouts a lot. But 800 OPS, 1 air, 4.6 WAR. And then I think for, I guess for the rest of the season, we just call up Grossman. I guess he can just have it. And then center field. Corey Lee's actually doing pretty good in 95 games. I mean 95 at bats, not games. To do pretty lefty heavy lineup. We're gonna definitely have to fix that in the off season. Not need all those lefties. He got sent down way earlier in the season, only 50 at bats, you can see. So this will be our last game we play. I want to play because I want to play Drew's player. I really want to see Montgomery too. He's made so much progression this season. It is unreal. Do we want to do Montgomery? He's struggling. I think we got to do Montgomery because we've just wanted to see him so much, and you know, we've been very hyped for him, one of our best prospects.
So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel.
I think we do start in next year at shortstop.
Out to short, Montgomery. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Kicks and fires. On the ground to the left. Throw to first is in time.
Good late bite on that slider.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop, Colson Montgomery. This is off the inside. 1-0.
Fourth MLB prospect, number one shortstop prospect, number one Chicago White Sox prospect.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Out to center. Trout is there. And that is that. So up next, Zach Neto. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Ground ball left side, could be two. Quick feed to second for one, and that's two. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Colson Montgomery, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Neto makes the catch, and there's one gone. Man at first, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Pitcher starts the 5-3 game, and on first base for Montgomery.
And there's a foul ball.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Only one strikeout the whole game so far. That's crazy.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground left side.
Six, that pitch, 4, when it goes right to the shortstop.
And they turn the double play.
109 off the bat.
One out,
that's
base is
insane.
empty. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels.
2 RBI home run.
Out to short, Montgomery. Fires across the diamond, got him.
That play won't be trending on social.
Bases loaded, no outs. And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Golden opportunity right here.
Slider.
And ball one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play. Or get yourself a pop-up or something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Montgomery destroys that pitch. Deep right field. And it's gone. And Montgomery hits a grand slam.
He nails one out to right. And they grab the lead in the
Oh my God, in the bottom of the 8th. His second home run of his career, and he hits a grand slam.
A lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an
no miss up to that point, but he saved the best hit for the end. And he hits his first career grand slam. What a plate appearance.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the
Dave Fletcher 3 for 3, Montgomery. You know, I would say that's a pretty good day. 1 for 4, but that one hit was a grand slam. Yeah, we'll take that. 66 and 96. We didn't expect to be anything special. We were the second worst in the American League. Technically tied for the second worst. Fifth, tied for 5th worst overall. So, that's not exactly Picasso. Orioles beat the Braves in the World Series. Would love to see that IRL. DeYoung can go. Cool can go. Pilar can go. Dominic Leone, didn't know we had you. Tim Hill, you can go. And 16 innings, you're solid. You can all go. You can all go. Managers. I'm not seeing too many managers I like the look of. He has -3 contact. No, that's too big. We can't do no -3 contact. So we're gonna look at the stats here. Harder, third highest ranked player. So part of me wants to just throw him in, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give him like a month or so in AAA, and if he's playing good, we'll call him up, and if not, we'll send him down. So Montgomery, he made so much progress this season. Not the hottest in the bats given, but we have faith. Okay, so we just not gonna be in the starting. Need to just get everyone who's in the major leagues at the moment. Not going to be in the major leagues. Chris Flexen, we're going to release him. Just have no reason to keep him. I don't know. Probably end up releasing a lot of these players. David Garcia, I'll add him to the 40 man. He could be an arm for us potentially. I guess I forgot to change him to first base. I thought I did. Only 5'7". If he was taller, I'd move him over to first base. And they're both only 5'7", or I'd move them both. We could move him to second base. Or we can move Bush to second base. Either or. Who's in the majors? Did I make him a left fielder by accident? He's already on the 40-man goal. Just like that for now. Last catcher. I've got some people to add. So, 8-7, 61 innings. Not all of those with us, only about half of those with us. Progressed. If he can sit around a 4 ERA, I'll be happy with that. I'll be fine with that. If he can have a 2022 year sub 3, I'll be really happy with that. Matt Foster, 12 innings, 3 ERA. Cool. Probably won't keep him. 104 innings for Kopech. He was solid. 4 ERA. You know, nothing too special. He did have a negative WAR somehow. But, I like that. Since Genesis Cabrera, 10 innings, not the best. We probably won't have him, you know, down here. Joe Barlow was disgusting. 42 innings, 2.36 ERA, 16 saves. Did have 5 blown saves, which is a little concerning. But he was gross. I would potentially be okay with him being the closer or the setup man again. Garrett Crochet, first season as a starter, and he was great. 180 innings, which is kind of low, but he has 66 stamina, so but 3.26 ERA, we will take that. Mike Soroka, have him for 2 more years. 4.24 ERA, 108 innings for 6 mil. I'm okay with that. You know, if you can keep doing that, I'll be happy. I don't like the 5-15 record, but that's not really up to the pitcher. Jake Woodford, 4 ERA, 185 innings. You know, if he can keep doing that for the moment being, I'm okay with him in that like 3, 4, 5 spot. Eric Fetty's here for whatever reason. I'm just actually probably gonna go ahead and do that. Line up Lopez. Not the best. More of a defensive person. Damon Dick, terrible. Zach Romanen. I called him up. I didn't expect him to be that good, and he wasn't top tier. He wasn't. Doesn't walk a lot, but he was solid. In 135 games in the major league, he's batting .261, but it's on base is 300. So we'll probably definitely bring him back. Andrew Benintendi had a surprisingly good year. Batted almost 300, 355 on base, 804 slugging. I think that's career high in slugging. No, it's not. Okay, but it's close. But he had a good year. If he is making 15 mil a year, he isn't gonna get a whole lot better. You see his defense change, not at all. But if he can keep doing that stuff, he's gonna stay on the team. It's that simple. Michael Bush played 46 games with us, 177 at-bats, so small sample size, but 8 home runs, 31 RBIs, 260, 362, 778. You know, I'm okay with that for the moment being. And like I said earlier, with that new guy we got, Roger Francis, Michael Bush could end up moving anywhere. And Vaughn missed the first 2 months of the season, came back. 105 games, 14 home runs, 55 RBIs, 705 OPS. You know, it's tough because he has a potential. He's developing good, but he just hasn't had that oh my god season yet, which sucks. Maybe we'll have it next year, maybe we won't. Eloy had a great year. You know, probably you could argue that's his best year of his career. Could definitely make the argument. 186 hits, played in every game of the season as the DH, 25 home runs, 73 RBIs, over 800 OPS, 849. Luis Robert really struggled the first half. The second half of the season really popped off. Had a, solid season. We'll call it a solid season. In reality, he had a good season. 30 home runs, 84 RBIs, you like that. But you want that average up. His career average is 272. If we can get that in the 260s, 270s, we'll be happy. And he's never been that high on on-base percentage, so it's not as big of a deal, but we do hope to get that on-base percentage up. We do have him for 3 more years, so no rush. Gavin Sheets played 94 games, 13 home runs, 33 RBIs, 238, with a 705 OPS. He'll probably be in the minors to start the year. Might get called up. He had his moments. Whenever we would play, he tended to be pretty good, but, he was okay. Probably getting sent down. David Fletcher, 129 games, 16 home runs, 44 RBIs, 300 on base. Thing is, he's not ready for the majors, but games he was given, he was okay. His power went up versus both sides a lot. Keep doing that. You're going to be a power hitter in no time. I'm going to keep him up. He will most likely be the starting right fielder next year. Colson Montgomery in 19 games, not that good. But we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. We're going to start him. He will play only versus righties. Corey Lee in 36 games is actually really good. 300 average, 355 on base. Most likely not what he's going to do most of his career. But I'm okay with having that as a bench, I think. The catcher is a big need for us. But that's going to end the episode here. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that. And let me know what you think I should do